can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then you gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A-time.
And if you ain't know,
this is how it goes down.
Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, hey.
It wasn't easy, but nothing else.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19 Wyatt, let's go. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Throwing to start the drive. Gardner. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Reeves. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And the conversation with the defensive coordinator, he wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Hey, come on. Hey, 70, Timberwolf. Drop 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now that's Cowboy 80.
On fourth down, Gardner. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
That's complete left side to Gray. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Pacheco heading right. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Chiefs had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs 7, Broncos 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stopped him for no gain.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And it was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Comeback team! Comeback! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! 18, 5 here!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gonna throw right side here, complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Ready?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Reese. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
79 Broncos. 65 Cats. 65 Panther 11. Panther 11. Warriors 70. Go.
Back to throw. Gardner. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Vasquez. See the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Reeves trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Come on. 18 Cardinal. 18 Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Gardner. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Well, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Gardner. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free. And that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 7.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, Ridley.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Attack. Let's go, Lou. Attack.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. Room here to run. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Able to push his way through. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now they'll shift things around.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Rattler. Dragon 6.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gardner. That is caught. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Reese. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
7 Cardinals, 7 Cardinals. 18 Cardinal. Cup 19. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Gardner. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
18, Pioneer. Warriors, 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw. Gardner. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
60
Back to throw. Gardner. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Danny Gray, 34 yards. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Slot man moves right. Throwing to start the drive. Gardner. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Lion. 79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Rattler, 18.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gardner. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. We're back now in KC. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, Trap 60. Dragon 60. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so a long way away from kneel down time. So
that's caught inside the 20. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Pacheco trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Pacheco once more. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
An extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. Second and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down.
Here we go, shot. 60 Vikings, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw. Gardner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 18, 19, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First down. First and goal.
Dragon 60. Ready. Not Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Broncos 21.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Second down and a yard.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 37.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's caught right side by Woody. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Pacheco. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 4th and 2.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo, 70 Timberwolves. Dragon, 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Gardner. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Ready.
Here comes 2nd down.
Bad. 70 Lions. 18 Pioneers. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Gardner. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Danny Gray. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Mahomes to throw. This is the tight end fan. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Yellow.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as he'll run on first down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Handoff now for Pacheco. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Chiefs, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.
If you didn't know, maybe better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like base hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think girls better than men, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
You ain't never been in Skate Town. On a national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali Flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize, I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib where the collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the
pull up the Moreland, bro. Where you at? West End, what's happening? Oh, man. Southside, come on. Oh, damn, homie, come on.
From the zone 4, Campbell Road.